WNET News, Newark.
Low-income families may soon have more school choice. A new bill would provide both public and private school scholarships to students attending chronically failing institutions. Dari Mandel has the details on this proposed 5-year pilot program.
For many parents in Trenton who don't want to send their children to that city's public schools, private schools are an option. 80% of the students who attend Trenton Catholic Academy in Hamilton Township live in Trenton. However, many low-income families that also want to send their children to this school can't swing tuition.
Every day I receive word from parents about financial aid. This bill will allow me to help the students who really want to come to our school that I'm not able to give financial aid to.
Today, State Senator Lesniak introduced the Opportunity Scholarship Act. His bill would provide scholarships for students to transfer from what he calls out of chronically failing schools into private or other public schools. These failing schools have, for the past 2 years, had 40% or more of its students scoring partially proficient in both language arts or mathematics. There are 205 of them statewide.
When parents take children out of these schools and send them somewhere else, it ought to send a message to the school: we've got to do something different and we've got to do something better.
The proposed scholarships would be paid for by corporations or businesses, but they in turn would receive a tax credit from the state's Treasury Department.
They get a tax credit if they contribute to the scholarship fund, up to a total of $24 million in the first year. In the 5th year program, $120 million. But as I said, every single year this program is in existence, we save money.
It costs taxpayers between $16,000 and $25,000 for a child to attend public schools, and between $6,000 to $9,000 for charter or parochial schools. The legislation states the monetary difference would go into an educational innovation fund, so those dollars would go toward pilot programs for the failing schools. According to Lesniak, there are those who don't support this bill.
The NJEA is against it because they believe that they have to control every aspect of a child's education. And I just say, when schools are failing 2, 3, 4, 5, some of them 7 years in a row, are chronically failing these kids, let's try something different.
The New Jersey Education Association hasn't seen the legislation yet, but says New Jersey should not divert any public money to subsidize private schools. In a year when the governor's proposed cuts in public education are at $1.5 billion and counting, a taxpayer-funded private school subsidy program such as this is particularly egregious. But businesses are supportive.
The effectiveness of education is critical to a successful economy in this state, but obviously there are members of BIA that will benefit from the tax credit as well.
The bill's sponsors say this may help to prevent more private and parochial school closings. The economy is forcing many parents to take their children out of these institutions.
Those school closings over the past 10 years have cost the taxpayers of this state over $600 million a year. This is going to prevent those closings and save taxpayer dollars.
Lesniak plans to clear this bill out of the Economic Growth Committee within the next few weeks and put it to a vote on the Senate floor. He says if passed, it will help approximately 10,000 students starting this fall. Dari Mandel, NJN News, the State House.